For me, I think that the USA Pipeline indoor was like real important to my career indoor, just because like, boom, you get on the national team, you're seen by bigger clubs. I would say for like younger players, like that's good,
especially for the pro leagues you're talking about. The pro leagues overseas,
like going overseas, like big teams are watching you play.
That's how you get contracts, right?
Yeah, that's how you, because you're seeing more.
Yeah,
like usually if you're not playing during the summer, no one can see you.
Yeah,
that's when contracts are being negotiated.
Right.
But then like we have like the beach, like USA Pipeline. I don't really know much about it, so maybe I don't talk about it. But like,
well, it's kind of
it's
we didn't
weird.
have it as kids.
Like, you know, like the USA beaches, it's a weird thing for me. Like it's not really a team, like Team USA. It's like a bunch of different parts. And then like you kind of have like this half-ass support. But like it's not it's weird. It's like weird. You got like weird energy. It's like, oh, we support you, but like we also support all your rivals. So it's like,
and we want you to all work out in the same gym next to each other.
I don't even go in there anymore because it's weird energy.
Doing
it's
the
like,
same exercises.
I don't need this energy in my life.
Well, that's what always confused me. And I've been, with the USA system for so long.
Yeah.
But like, I first started working out with John Hyden's trainer, and I still am working out with him today. But like, I go to him and we like work hard to like beat all these other teams. And we're like in there, like, let's go. Like, come on, we could do it. Like, we're literally trying to beat these other people. But like, if I'm next to them while I'm working out, like, he can't say the shit he's saying to me.
Right.
And we would never be doing the same workouts. It's almost like, and this is probably over competitive or whatever, but like, I'm not going to show you what I'm doing or how hard I'm working.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of a normal thing in sports, right? Like,
right.
But then they put us all together and we're all like, hey, we're all a team here. But we're like, but well, literally, if I lose, they get my money and my health insurance.
Yeah. So that's why it's like,
dude.
It's backwards. It's like, we are supposed to be Team USA Beach, and they're trying to like get medals for USA. That's the whole,
right,
their whole goal. But the way the money is set up is that we're all against each other.
Do we ever go on the world tour and we go look at another country's match and be like, come on, I want them to lose?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever cheered against another country ever. Yeah. I've only cheered against my only countrymen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not even lying.
It's a weird thing.
Isn't that weird?
It's super
I remember
and these are my friends. Yeah. Like, I genuinely want to cheer for these people.
Yeah.
Like, I've always...
but like, you have to beat them and they have to lose for you to be like, oh yeah.
It's like, literally my health insurance for me, my wife, my kid.
Yeah.
Our money, like your ability to get treatment and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I've always like dreamt of being on the same team as like you guys. Like, let's go fucking team up as USA and go try to knock down the other countries.
Exactly.
That would be sick.
Yeah. That's how it should be.
We don't get to do that ever.
Yeah.
Well, it should be. I've thought about it, and the indoor has a good way of, I guess, paying all the players. Where, let's say you're on Team USA Beach, you all start at whatever it is. It can be something small, like a stipend a month, $200 or $500,
whatever.
And then every medal you win at a FIVB, you take the next step up. Every world champs you make, you get the next step up. So that way, you as a team have a goal, and you're trying to make that next step, not take away money from other people. Yeah. People don't lose out on money whether you do better than them. That way, we can all actually help each other and grow Team USA. Like that, I think that's how it is on the national team, where if you make a World League roster,
you make a roster. Yeah, you go Olympics is like a big bump, World Champs is a big bump and pay.
Veteran status, something like that.
And so like, the guy like Dave Smith, who's, I don't even know how, like 38 now, or maybe, sorry Dave, I guess. But like, he's been with the program so long, like there's a cap at 10 grand. So he's been with the team so long, like he's making 10 grand a month. Like, it's really good money. So like, and like, I'm sure like Micah Christensen and those guys, because they've, done so much.
They got the new guy in the gym.
Yeah, $1,500 a month.
Yeah.
Which is like,
that's really hard to get to beach.
Exactly.
And so,
Well, yeah,
like-
I'm not saying our numbers need to be their numbers,
Right,
but
right.
like anything helps, whether it's
Mhm.
a new guy you bring into the USA gym or that's in the development program with Davenport. And then, the
Mhm.
the better you get, the more you'll get.
Mm-hmm.
And
Just
you're
to
not
change it so it's not a zero-sum game where
Right.
Or it's not like
Where
they're just
your
like, F you,
resources
you're
aren't
out of
mine.
here.
Yeah.
You know, like, you got to reward, like, people, like, for doing good things.
for sticking
Or
around.
not just
and-
like, you always feel like you're just holding on to that, like, stipend or the insurance. It's like, that's not a way to live. Like, if you're going to support your athletes, and, like, they'll feel more inclined to,
Mm-hmm.
like, perform and, like, want to be a part of it.
Also, understand the psychology of what you're putting the athletes through.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you don't.
not on
Are they going to perform best in that environment where they're like, it's just more stressful, right? And it's not
Oh, yeah.
uplifting and positive energy. It's really, like you said earlier, toxic. And that word has come up with other people as well. I was talking with Theo about it at some point. He's talking about how the energy is just so toxic, especially during Olympic periods when we're like, we're actually, we all like each other. Like, this is weird. It's so weird because
Yeah.
we're all friends.
Yeah, you go in
Yeah.
there and you're like,
You're like, oh, fuck
Heads
you.
down.
What kind of work is he doing? Yeah.
Dude, the
talk to me.
the best example of this is when I played with Lotman
Mm-hmm.
in Dubai, and we took a fifth and a third, and then he went and played in another tournament with Miles Evans. He
Torquay.
passed me,
Mm-hmm.
and he asked me to team up with him. Or like, we'll get the coaching stipend, we'll get this, we'll get that, and I'm like, no, like I'm gonna play with Tay, but he had more points than me, so he took that stuff.
Right. That was
When-
so backwards.
Like, how is that possible? When
Yeah.
At
we
what
go-
point do you
we
just
go
look at it and be like,
perform together,
charge
and
and
we
I'm
take a
not doing
fifth and
that.
a third, and then the next year, like just because I don't team up with him, that I miss out on all the USA stuff.
mm-hmm.
Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah, that's when I'm
And
like,
it's not Lotman's
we
fault
can't have a
at
handbook
all.
running
It's
the team.
it's
national
USA's.
team. We can't have this just rigid set of rules running the whole program. Like, we got to have some logic here where you step in and be like, actually, no, this is what's happening because of logic and what our clear goal is.
How are the decisions made? Like, does anybody know how the stipend is?
It's
out?
just the top four. Well, now it's top 8, I think.
It's
Well, I
top
mean,
8 get paid.
like who said? Because it's not just Sean setting the rules, right? Like, how could the players
He goes
amend it?
to the I think USOPC or whoever USA Volleyball.
Yeah,
who
USA
actually
Volleyball
has
higher
the
up.
money,
Got it.
and he does. Sean tries.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
he gets a lot of bad rep because he's the head of our beach.
Yeah.
He's the only one.
He's
that
the
you can
enforcer
just
of that
give shit
handbook.
to, yeah.
But like, he every year, he goes and tries to change and help out and get more people support. But it's ultimately the
feedback.
people above him that
Yeah.
are gonna say yes or no. So yeah, he gets
he's just the
the
fall
short
guy.
end of the stick. Yeah, poor Sean.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember when Reed transitioned from indoor to beach, and he was talking about how he wanted to help create like a Team USA culture, and this was in the day of country quotas. And then it was really hard to create a Team USA culture because
Those
now,
are ruthless.
and you never did a country quota, right? You just missed that.
I don't know.
That was,
Bro,
we
we're-
only had you could only get 4 teams as a country into a tournament. So if you had 3 in, whoever else signed up had to play against each other to get into the qualifier.
the day before the qualifier
Where? Like
at the tournament,
at the tournament
you would
on
you would
site.
fly to
like Norseca or FIVB?
FIVB.
Single limb.
That's
Loser flies back home. You play your countrymen that you practiced
Oh,
against
that's
right here.
stupid.
Yeah.
And then if you win, then you're in the quali.
Dude, I got the best story for you guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
2016 Stad. Trevor and I fly over to play in the country quota against John Mayer and Ryan Doherty.
A nice day.
Beautiful day.
Set the setup here.
Beautiful day.
Nice and green. Rolling hills.
Stadium court.
Oh,
We play them. We lose. It's the Olympic year, 2016 in July. So the tournament's not full. So my brother goes and pulls our name and we get in the qualifier. with John and Mayer, or
Okay.
John and Doherty. We qualify, they lose in the qualification. We ended up taking a 9th. We won our pool, and we lost to Jake and Casey in the 9th or quarterfinals. That next Monday was the last cutoff date for when the stipends switch. We passed Doherty and Mayer
No
to get the
way.
stipend the rest of the year.
Did they get a travel stipend? Because only top 4 got a stipend.
You have to reach 17th.
So they
Remember
didn't
that?
get a travel stipend.
No.
So they
You had to
won the
take the
country quota, and then
17th.
you got the travel stipend and their stipend for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Mayer has kids and a wife.
How messed up is that?
That's where you just look at the rule book and say, no.
Yeah.
We're going to just tweak this here a little bit.
Because that's been a great tweak that the country quota's gone.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
That's been good.
Well,
That
it's
was the
good
World Tour's doing.
for every country, right? Now you're seeing all these different countries have more and more teams, where before they couldn't even get in or something.
Right. And it's best for the promoters of the tournaments itself and anyone watching,
Yeah.
because now you have like 6 ridiculous Brazilian women's teams. All of them can get into the tournament. Now it's just the best volleyball tournament now.
Yeah.
You don't have to cut anything off.
There's another part of it, all of this, that I think let's just say volleyball in America is missing, and it's how many great players we've had over the years. If this system was built really like everyone just wants to see the American athletes succeed, and we're all playing for each other on this world tour, then we'd be using these veterans to help build the program.
Yeah.
Like we'd be coached by, I don't know how it would work out, but like we wouldn't let John Hayden just move to Tennessee with all of his knowledge,
Yeah.
and we'd never like out. If I was whoever, I'd be paying. If I was the national team, I'd be paying John. Hey, we're gonna pay you to come back in, talk to the athletes, and like milk all his knowledge, and he'd be stoked to do it.
Yeah.
Jake Gibb lives down the street. He's in Huntington. Like we need to go get all that knowledge. Carrie Walsh, Misty May would come in for free.
Yeah.
We should pay them anyway. We have enough money. But like, there's just not that culture of like, hey guys, like I want to help. I want to leave all my information and everything I've
Once
learned.
you're out of the USA, like
Everyone
out.
disappears.
Yeah.
And they take all that knowledge and experience, and there's a lot of medals, and like we're the best country ever, right? In terms of medals in Olympics, or maybe medals Brazil might have.
I mean, USA and Brazil are
whatever.
1-2 by far.
But like, I just think that if the culture was there of like we all just are really fighting for each other as a team, then that knowledge would be getting filtered back into the system, and it would be benefiting us and as a country. It's a theory,
This has been a good panel discussion.
right? Jeez, what a
What else do
high
we got?
quality
I
pod.
enjoyed this.